So I'm all bandaged up from yesterday's bit of excitement, and I was fine. I didn't even need ice. I think I was at the extreme limit, so the bash was a lot smaller than it could have been. I got lucky. Before I start on work today, I want to make a few corrections. Brian Nystrom of the GreenlandPaddlebook.com was so kind to comment very, very well on the paddling.com forums. And there's a couple things I got wrong, and I want to show them. I called this a block plane. That's because I don't know any better. This is a Stanley number 4. This is a smoothing plane, and this is the one that my father-in-law, hi Pete, he taught me how to sharpen, and that's why I've been using it, because I'm familiar with it. It's comfortable. In the box of planes, though, we've come across this, which is a Stanley 110, which is known as a smoothing plane. And I guess you can see one of the, no, this is known as a block plane. You can see one of the differences that this is a high angle plane and this is a low angle plane. This feels sharp. I might put it to use, but probably not today. Brian also said that my chisel method was really slow and that a nice Japanese saw would be the way to go to make the long cuts down the side. And the reason why I didn't want to use this is not that it's not sharp, this cuts really well, but notice how it has this reinforcement rib on it, which is way thicker than the blade. So it'll go only 2 or 3 inches down, then you can't saw anymore. But looking through the tools that my father-in-law gave me, we came across this one, which is a much smaller Japanese style saw, and it doesn't have the reinforcement on it. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to give that a whirl today and see if I can cut with it. That'll be kind of fun. But one more thing, when I put the video together, I noticed that whereas I thought was pretty close, an 1/8 inch on the side that I was looking at, I wasn't looking at the other side, and it was a side away from me. Something to learn. I wasn't looking away, and probably because of the pain. And when making the video, it looked like I was at an angle there, and it looked worse on the side I couldn't see. So I wanted to see it. I came down, looked at the piece. It did look worse. I figured, how do I measure it? So what I've done is I've taken a straight edge, some clamps. I've clamped it on this end of the line and on this end of the line, and it actually doesn't look too bad. Well, it does look bad, but here we are at the deepest part, and if you put the ruler in, you can see that, well, you can't see. There you can. You can see that it's 3/32 too deep. It's like, wow, 3/32, that this piece is ruined, right? No, it's not. Oh, smash the camera, because if you remember from the PDF, we're going to be tapering this on the wide side and tapering this on the short side. And it really looks like, I measured, what is it? 1/2 blade length in from the end, 15 inches for this paddle. And that's right here where you can see that it's very narrow on the wide face, and on the narrow face it will be just a 1/2 inch wide. So I'm going to be cutting these edges off, so that part that I wrecked won't matter too much. The only issue is how far down is it right here at the lowest part. And well, yeah, it's down. We'll see. It's either going to be a good paddle or it's at least going to be a good bit of practice with the new Japanese saw. We'll see how it goes. So here's the piece, clamped more securely. Thank you, Brian. And I guess I knew that also. You saw what happened. And you might think I'd be starting here, 3 inches in, and taking a thin stripe. It gets thicker and thicker and thicker until it gets down here at the loom that you can't see. It's probably about a 3/4 of an inch down there at the loom. That's right. And I got to cut a really oblique line. Except I'm going to be doing that probably a 1/4 inch above the pencil line, which gives me plenty of opportunity for disaster recovery. So we'll see how it goes. Don't even know how to start this thing. So there I have a line started. Now this, the line I'm trying to emulate is at about this angle, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's not a push saw, is it? I think I just have to get a little deeper. Let's get a chunk taken out. Okay. So, same thing's happening as happened before, that these lines, can you see it on this side at all? Yeah, let's lower this. That here's the line I want to be cutting. And so obviously I'm holding the saw at too steep an angle. Let's see if I can correct that somehow. I'll take this piece out. There. Now can I get more oblique? It's actually looking pretty good. I can think of another reason I don't like this though. First of all, 2 reasons. One, it's more work. And second of all, I'm raising some really fine cedar sawdust here. And I'm not wearing any breathing protection. I've had enough of the mask outside, right? And from my reading in, I think it was Nick Shade's book on cedar strip kayaks, cedar dust is pretty hazardous stuff. So I'll go a little bit further, but I'm not sure I'm going to continue with this method. I'm not liking it. Maybe I'll hold my breath. Oh, when it comes to sand it, yeah, I'll be wearing something. So I am cutting a line that's absolutely correct. This is good. Let's see. Let's do it some more, see how I like it or not. Okay, it's still edging toward the line, which isn't good. Let's cut some off the top. Yeah, I'm still at too steep an angle. Let's see if I can correct that somehow. No, it's not doing it. I'm gonna go back to using the chisel. I like that method, it works well. But I trust you, Brian, that you're right. Except I don't have the skill set for it, and I'm not going to practice on this piece. I'll practice on other pieces that I've ruined. So I looked at my watch when I started that. It is 6 minutes later now, and with the chisel, I've gotten that rough shaped in. I'm liking that. There's less dust, there's more accuracy, less physical work it seems, and I'm liking how it turned out. The bad news is my floor clamp broke. This is the little lock, unlock, and then you step on the thing here. And a month or two ago, it made a loud snapping sound, and it was hard to release after that. And about a week ago, a part fell off, and so I gotta get the owner's manual out and fix that, because right now I was able to release it, but not anymore. This is wedged shut. Something's not working right, so we're gonna. Before we work on this one, we gotta fix the clamps. That's probably it for today. Also, before going away, I wanted to show you the finished piece here in a little better light. You can see here. It's hard to do this. It's too big. We've got our full width here, 3 inches, 3 inches here, and it starts tapering down until it comes down to where the shoulders are. And you can see here, come on, the asymmetry of it. Whereas this is only 3/4 of an inch, this is 3/4 of an inch plus 1/2 inch, because this is the 1/2 inch that I was taking off. So I think I can work with it. So you can also see how the side I just cut with the chisel is all rough and bumpy, and the side that I planed trying to get rid of the knot is smooth. Of course it's smooth because I planed it. Okay, take care people. Bye.